Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Jane and today I'll be sharing with you how to make Nigerian chicken stew. So please keep watching. So here are my ingredients for this recipe. I have rosemary, thyme, seasoning cube, ginger, Scotch bonnet pepper, tomato paste. I also have some onions, garlic, bay leaf, and some spring onions, which I'll be using for my meat. So those are two seasonings I love using for my stew. Spice Supreme is a very lovely brand, so I'm using the chicken seasoning and curry powder from Spice Supreme. And I'm also using this Benny. I guess every Nigerian knows this seasoning. Next is my blended tomatoes, already boiled and reduced, and I blended this alongside some chili peppers and some bell peppers, commonly known as the tatashi and shombo. Next thing is to prep my chicken, and to do this I have some ginger, garlic, onion, Scotch bonnet, and I'll be blending some spring onion as well. I usually blend spring onion when cooking fried rice, until recently when I also started using it to prep my meat, and it always tastes so amazing. So I'll just blend this and keep it aside. So I'm using full chicken for this recipe, and to spice it up I'll be using this list of ingredients. Please check the description box to get the full list of everything that I used for this recipe. Make sure to add just enough seasoning that will help your chicken taste good, because you'll be using the stock from this meat for your stew, so you need it to taste amazing. So I just poured in my blended onion and pepper, and I tried mixing this together with a spoon, but then I changed my mind and I'll be using a hand glove instead. So I'm just doing this to make sure every piece of meat is well coated and comes out tasting nice, because this is a lot of meat and the pot is a little small. I forgot to add my curry before, so I'll just pour it in and then mix properly, cover it, and then place it on a cooker to cook. So while that is cooking, I've gone ahead to blend my Scotch bonnet and my ginger and garlic. A few minutes later, I check on my meat and it's boiling nicely. I'm just going to add a little more water and combine it, because I want it to cook some more, just to get a little more tender. So now my chicken is soft and ready. I'm just going to take it off the pot and start frying. So to fry my chicken, I love making sure the oil is flavorful, and to achieve that I always like adding onion, bell peppers and garlic to my oil. You can completely do without the garlic, but make sure you add onion and bell pepper. You would see the difference and you stick to it. So I'm adding my chicken right away, because this is like a chemical process. The onion and bell pepper are emitting some flavor and the chicken is soaking it in. That's my own ideology. So make sure you fry your chicken till it's brown and nice, just like it is in this video. Take it off and just repeat the process until you are done frying. Just looking at this oil, you know it's going to taste nice than just normal regular vegetable oil. So we'll be using the same oil for our stew. So we sieved out the oil, and we'll be using some part of it for our stew. And I just added my onion, and I'm going to quickly add some bay leaf just to infuse more flavor. Tomato stew is all about flavor. The flavor from the boiled meat, the flavor from your stew, the flavor from the oil. I think it all comes together to give you a perfect pot of stew at the end of the day. So I've added my tomato paste. I'm not going to be frying this for too long, just until it disintegrates like this. Then I'll be going in with my tomato puree. This blended tomato doesn't contain Scotch bonnet. Like I earlier said, I already blended my Scotch bonnet and I'll be using it later in the video. So when making tomato stew, you need to make sure you are there to always keep stirring and stirring. If not, your stew is going to burn. And also you need enough oil in the pot, because if you don't have enough oil, your stew is still going to burn and it won't come out nice. So I'm just going to add a little more oil to the stew, because the one I have now is not going to be enough to effectively give me the taste I'm looking for. So I just added just a little bit and I'm going to continue stirring. I'm adding my Scotch bonnet now and also my blended ginger and garlic. Pour that in and you keep stirring. Don't leave your pot unattended to, and you have to do this frying on low heat or medium heat, but don't do it on high heat. So once your oil starts floating on the top like this, you can add whatever ingredients you feel like adding. It's always best to add the rest of your ingredients towards the end of the stew so that the taste is more vibrant. So I'm adding a teaspoon of curry, rosemary, chicken seasoning, salt, and 2 seasoning cubes. So I'm only adding rosemary to this now because I love how it floats at the top of the stew when you're done cooking. Aside that, I'm not going to add it because the spice I have in my chicken stock is enough for me. So make sure you're not adding too much ingredients. So this stew needed a little more salt, so I added more salt to it. I'm just going to combine it properly. At this point, my stew is ready, and finally I'll be adding my chicken stock. So you might want to sieve the chicken just to make the liquid less dense and a little lighter. Some people sieve it because they feel like the chicken particles and the spice particles will make the stew somehow, but honestly I don't see myself sieving the liquid at all because it adds more taste to stew. I can do that when I'm making jollof or fried rice, but not for tomato stew. But all the same, it's your pot of stew, so do whatever you like. But honestly, those chicken particles, those tiny particles in the meat stock makes a lot of difference. So at this point, I'm done cooking. I'm just going to let it boil. The more it boils, you can see the oil popping out as it boils. And my stew is a little thick, so I added some more water. And I'm done cooking. Thank you so much. If you've watched this video to this point, I love you so much and I appreciate. So I'm just going to add my fried chicken, and that is going to give the stew a complete look. Once you're done adding your chicken, your stew is ready. So off camera, I extracted a little amount of the oil, and I'll be using it to cook something else later, maybe spaghetti or something else. You don't throw it away. So this is what my stew looks like once I'm done cooking. You can see the rosemary floating on the top and with less oil. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you've not done that already. Because of the size of the meat, I couldn't even properly turn the stew, but this stew tasted so nice. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye.